name is Kohilavani, daughter of Krishnasamy. I am teaching science in SK Taman Gembira. I have been working here for past 7 years. The book that I have chosen for my book review is Hernandex and the League of Shadows by Calejo. This book was published by Aladdin in October 2019 and this book contains of 330 pages. Let us know something about the writer. Calejo is an award-winning author born and raised in sunny South Florida. He lives in Miami. The synopsis of this book is Hernandex has always been proud of his Latin American heritage. He loved the culture, the art, and especially the myths. Thanks to his fabulous stories, Charlie possesses an almost encyclopedic knowledge of the monsters and ghouls who have spent the last 500 years haunting the imaginations of children all across the Iberian Peninsula, as well as Central and South America. And even though his grandmother sometimes hinted that the tales might be more than mere myths, Charlie always been a pragmatist. Even barely out of diapers, he knew the story was just make-believe, nothing more than intricately woven fables meant to keep little kids misbehaving. But when Charlie begins to experience freaky bodily manifestation, once all too similar to those described his grandmother in his favorite legend, he is suddenly swept up in a world where the mythical beings he spent his entire life hearing about seem to be walking straight out of the pages his panic will grow and into his life. And even stranger, they seem to know more about him than he knows about himself. Soon, Charlie finds himself in the middle of an ancient battle between La Liga, a secret society of legendary mythological beings sworn to protect the land of the living, and La Mano Negra, a cabal of evil spirits determined to rule mankind. With only the help of his lifelong crush, Violet Ray, and his grandmother's stories to guide him, Charlie must navigate a world where monsters and brujas rule and things he could not possibly imagine go bump in the night. That's it. If he has any hope of discovering what's happening to him and saving his missing parents. Calejo also has a perfect way of amping the stakes over and over again. Just when the reader thinks everything is resolved, along comes something even more dangerous. Even when Charlie turns out to be not as special as he was hoping, his life is still in danger. Although there is a lot of drama and magic in this book, it's also got funny moments. When Charlie stops ripping feathers out of his arm to compare it to the tweezing his eyebrows, he had to laugh. There was little comments like this throughout that helped humanize Charlie's even he was uncontrollably growing non-human things like feathers and claws. I found this book is very interesting and engaging even without knowing the myths in advance. A glossary at the back of the book was very helpful when I came across few terms and creatures with which I was unfamiliar. I also found the comparison to the Percy Jackson series helpful. The story was indeed about a student who many of the readers could relate to when then finds himself in something interesting situation that he previously would have classified as just impossible story. Overall, I enjoyed this book and would give it 3 out of 5. It was a pleasant read and provided information about culture myths with which I was previously unfamiliar. Thank you.